revisiting African education for African development through indigenous African languages. Moving into the 21st century and the world becoming more globalized than never before, the African has a responsibility to create a developmental paradigm to pave the way for socio-economic progress. In this process, Africans must begin to decide and design a development strategy that is African, based on African education through African languages and responsive to the needs of the African as Africans' response to globalization. How do we achieve this? We need to reconceptualize our education, reconnect to our culture and languages, and most critically, to design an indigenous educational paradigm that is linked to African languages and realities. This implies that Africans must start to take ownership of their own education, not in isolation, but within the global context of new technological flows and information orders. In Decolonizing the Mind, the Kenyan writer Ngugi wa Thiong'o argues that the control of the African mind during the transatlantic slave trade and colonial periods was done through the devaluation at best and destruction at worst of the African people's culture, art, dances, religions, history, geography, education, and literature. Most crucial, of course, was the domination of the African languages by the languages of the colonial masters, which was in turn crucial to the domination of the mental universe of the Africans. Our culture and history are rich, and their scientific exploitation and popularization is a sure path to progress and survival. Let me cite just one example from the Gambia. Our culture places high premium of the respect of the integrity of women, marriage to ensure harmony and procreation, and the expansion of the family. Before colonialism, venereal diseases were almost unknown in the Gambia, and the integrity of Gambian cultural values that have been transmitted to this present generation explains why the HIV/AIDS prevalence rate in this country is among the lowest in Africa. We should not define wealth in terms of money alone. Our culture and tradition is also our wealth, and we are inviting academics to explore further into the intrinsic cultural morality of traditional Gambians.